I was going to say, so last night, there's new speculation, but I think people took me a little bit wrong and thought that maybe I had more information than I did. Last night, I was talking about...
Is that what Don was just talking to you about?
No.
Oh.
Don was talking to me about my live event that I'm doing tomorrow. But last night, I was talking about what the speculation is, what you and Oprah are doing after October.
Sucking each other's cocks.
But I tried to base what I was saying on what you've said on the air, because I have no idea. I don't think you guys have any idea yet. But I don't.
What did you say?
I said that you had said that you didn't want to do the show anymore.
I never said that. No, I've alluded to that on my advice show.
That's what I meant. Yeah,
but it wasn't. It's not even people like to make things like more devious than they are.
Right.
You know, you just creatively we're different, and he knows that. Opie would say that. Mm-hmm. It's not a slam on him. And I've said this. I think somebody called the advice show, and the way I phrased it was like, you know, it's easy when you're a performer to go, my way is right. But the reality is, when there's two different people who want to do something differently, it honestly doesn't mean one is right and one is wrong. Oh no.
Oh, Jesus. You don't have to roll it.
I'm sorry, the Diet Coke.
No, you're not sorry, because you rolled it on purpose.
Yes, I did. I thought it would be cute.
It wasn't cute. You're not a cute guy.
I am a cute guy.
No, you're not.
Look at this. You didn't like that?
No.
I just pinched my cheeks.
And you stretched around because you got loose skin.
No, I don't lose skin. I have very firm skin.
Go on with what you were saying.
Yeah. So so Sam called me last night, and I didn't hear the show, but he's like, "Look, man, I wasn't trying to, I was just, I've heard you say it on the air," and I'm like, "Yeah, no, I know, it's fine. I've said it on,
right."
But again, it's not, Opie and I argued a couple of times. I'm not mad at Opie at all. I'm literally not have any negative feelings. Even after we fought, we had an argument, and then I'm in my apartment, and I'm like, I have a nice apartment, I have a good life, and a lot of my good life, a huge part of it, is because of Opie.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to say. Like, I think both of us would absolutely have to sit here and say we owe a lot of what we have to Opie.
I owe a lot to Opie.
Me, probably even on a ratio scale more than you.
But you have a lot less to owe.
That's what I mean.
But
a higher percentage. I mean,
yes, a higher percentage of less. But no, I know what you're saying. And Anthony, I give 50% credit to Anthony as well. It's another reason I'm so loyal to Ant too. Mm-hmm. But again, we don't know what we're going to do, and I'm not being vague with you, or it's honestly one of those things where we don't know because we don't know what the company wants.
Right.
But I mean, I'm not going to necessarily do what the company wants if it's not what I want. And, and I don't think Opie would either. I don't think, but if the company may go, well, we're not going to let you do anything that's not together, well, then we would have to discuss what do we do. I really don't know. So people think that we're just being vague or bullshitting, but we're not. But everybody panics like it's this big secret thing. Oh, no. What are they going to... No one gives a fuck.
Or that there's like some information that's going on behind the scenes.
Oh, no.
That's not...
Something leaked out. This is how it happened. Ope's doing a show today. Tune in and listen to it.
Of course, it's on the channel.
It's on the channel. I didn't know that. I called Don yesterday, or I texted Don, and because I'm home for this week. Sabbath's in town. I'm like, am I going? So I said, Sam, let's do another show in the morning. And you're like, yeah, just text Don. So I texted Don. I'm like, cool, I want to do a show.
Which is weird for me, because normally people are like, hey, Sam, do you want to do a show? And I turn down a lot. Never.
Oh, I know you don't.
I've never turned down anybody's request to do a show.
You're doing mornings and nights this week.
Yes, I am.
So I texted Don, and I said, let me see if I can find the text. Hold on. Not that anybody cares.
Holding.
But in the interest of transparency.
Right. You could paraphrase, I think. You don't have to read
no.
verbatim.
No.
Cares that much. It's probably not that interesting.
Oh my God!
You're now telling the story of how this one-off show came to be.
Oh, here's what it is. I wrote him. What a nice text. I wrote, "Hi, buddy. Sam and I want go live tomorrow a.m." I meant to say want to. Hi, buddy. Sam and I want Yo go live tomorrow a.m. Don writes back.
By the way, that's how we do this. When are we going to Yo Go Live?
Yo go live. I like the way that sounds. It's a great name for the show.
Yo Go Live.
If this happens again, we're going to call it Yo go live in the a.m.
That's cool.
Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, I don't have the staff to do. Opie is doing a show that he told me about the other day, and the staff will be doing that show from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. So he's basically saying that Opie said, hey, look, I want to do this afternoon show. I'm going to need the staff. And, okay, of course. So I didn't know that. So then I called him. And I think 'cause I told you that, and then you're like, well, Adrian's here and Derek's
Just bring
here.
my guys
yeah,
in.
bring them in. This way you don't have to get the guys in.
Right.
Like, I don't expect those guys to come in 12 hours early.
Right.
Our staff.
Who is that?
Holy shit. I don't know, but good God almighty, who is that?
Some tall drink of water just went into Sway's show.
So
Scantily clad, by the way.
I called Don, and we did not have a pleasant conversation.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, boy.
No.
But all's well that ends well. I mean,
All's well that ends well.
you both seem to be in a good mood today. We're on the air. Everything's okay.
Yeah, but I'm annoyed.
But, Don?
Yeah, and I mean, I've always talked nicely to Don. I don't like being talked to like I'm an asshole at all.
I see.
Why do you want to do a show tomorrow? What? What can we do? Like, what's the big deal? It's a live show.
Yeah.
I could see if I was screaming about the staff, but I didn't.
I mean,
I get it. They're doing the afternoon show. That's fine.
I don't know what the motivations are. Maybe he's just, got a lot on his plate, and so anytime you throw something new on, it's like, what do we do? Come on, like, I don't need another thing to have to figure out. You know what I mean?
Well, there really wasn't much to figure out.
No, it ended up not being.
But he said at one point, he said, like, do you run the channel or do I?
That's not the most pleasant of interactions.
No, but I'll tell you what was pleasant, hitting the red button on my phone after that.
No.
Click.
Oh, poor Don.
Why is this camera blinking?
Because it's on, I guess.
No, it shouldn't be blinking like that. It's probably running out of batteries, right?
I don't know. Don't get mad at the camera, too. The camera's like, do I run the camera or do you? Okay, like, relax. Adrian.
What did Ian Halpern say?
Oh, Ian was just surprised by the whole thing. And then he asked me who would win in a fist fight between you two. I told him that you were getting along, that wasn't the issue. You weren't.
No, I wouldn't want to fist fight him. Opie's been an athlete for a lot longer than I've been working out, so he may win in a fist fight.
I said both of you are kind of past the point where you would fist fight, but, Opie went through a period of time where he was having more fist fights. I politely did imply that Opie would probably win. He grew up with brothers, too.
He's a bigger guy than I am.
He is. Well,
I'm a waif.
You are a bit of a waif.
Hey, pretzels.
Right. Well, you're sensitive. Well, you won't be a waif for much longer. You're going to get a nice gut on you after those pretzels. And you're a sensitive guy, you know what I mean? You're more of a lover, not a fighter.
I like my mementos.
You suck for having a mementos box. Oh, I want to burn all of your mementos.
You don't like that?
Nope, not at all.